top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So Ole Miss offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Got the quick completion. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
They punted away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a 3rd time.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Got the quick pass. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Complete to start this drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like, first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
He'll do it himself. Turning it on! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. He's got it on the right. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Rebels have this offense rolling. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a man, it's Flowers. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They are set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gives it on the option. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers. And now...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, going to get a turnover. And the offense falls back.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going for it all. And he pulls it in at the 15.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll throw it from the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Armour. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Flowers. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He takes it at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw. It's Flowers. Fires downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? That's reeled in. It's Dallas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Never a doubt. That'll bring them to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. RPO complete to open the drive. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Quarterback on the keeper.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for room. It's Armour. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with the...
Touchdown, Ducks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
First down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. Did the work himself. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Working the middle of the field and it's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to pass. Sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. From the gun, the running back has it. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our villas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Hauls it in. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in the run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Runs through a tackle. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Flowers. Working that left side now. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Offense in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time.
There he goes. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got him just outside the 10 of the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on second down. He's got it on the run. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the left side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. He's looking to throw. Bring in the heat, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Rebels send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Cradles it at the 35. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the first down. Turning it on. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 15. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys. That's been the big story so far. Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the Roxy Warrior.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. If you need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. Missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! The Ducks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Armour. Slithers into space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And that one took every... They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They want to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeps it on the bootleg. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Escapes the pressure going right. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sutter. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd down play from the gun. Got his man to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Coming into this one, we wondered whether the